Welcome back to the Underground Mobcast, episode 29. I'm Lando Capo. Here with me today, my co-host, PJ Mass. Say hi.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode.
Now today, we got some interesting stuff for us for the episode for today. And you know what? Should we start out match of the week?
If you want to start out with match of the week, I'm all for it.
Well, it's your match of the week, so yeah, we'll start out with match of the week. You choose CM Punk versus Jeff Hardy TLC match at SummerSlam 2009. And why did you pick this match?
So, as we dive into this week in wrestling, we will uncover that Triple H announced the new World Heavyweight Championship. And obviously, if you were young, maybe you don't know this, but I feel like most wrestling fans would know this. It pays homage to the World Heavyweight Championship that was prior. So I felt like this was kind of the only way to really pay homage to that myself. I wanted to pick a match
Mhm.
that to me represents that championship. So I chose CM Punk versus Jeff Hardy in this TLC match. The World Heavyweight
Okay.
Championship at that time was used as like a stepping stone in WWE. You know,
Mm-hmm.
SmackDown was kind of the B brand, and it was that way for a while. And
Yep.
so what they would do was they'd put the big gold on you, which is what the prior World Heavyweight Championship was called. It was called the Big Gold Belt.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the idea of this was that if you could make a name for yourself with the World Heavyweight Championship, you could end up becoming a WWE champion later on down the line. Or, you know, sometimes it was vice versa. Like you came in, you were a big name, people loved you. Like John Cena, right? Became a
Mm-hmm.
WWE championship before he was a World Heavyweight champion. But when you look
Okay.
at this match as a whole, number one, I was a huge fan of both CM Punk and Jeff Hardy growing up. And I feel like everybody growing up at this point in time could say that they were a Jeff Hardy fan. I don't think anybody was really anti Jeff Hardy. And
Yep.
this match, so I actually have the original poster. It's framed and put up in my wrestling figure room.
Mm-hmm.
So this is one of my personal favorite matches that revolves around the big gold belt. And as per usual, you know, Jeff Hardy always puts on a spectacle. He did his ladder dive, and actually, he was being carted off and crawled
Yeah.
back, only
Yeah.
to lose. But you know, he crawled back. It showed grit and determination on Jeff Hardy's part, and it
Mm-hmm.
put CM Punk over with the crowd as a heel
Yep.
because that was his role. He's kind of always been a heel too. I don't know, kind of until like 2012 when he was a baby face. But then
Mm-hmm.
they transitioned him into a heel later on. So,
Yep.
but the match finishes the story of Jeff Hardy and CM Punk as Jeff Hardy transitions to leave the company due to his personal problems, which have sparked up time and time again.
Mm-hmm.
And leads us into another one, CM Punk versus The Undertaker, which The Undertaker would end up taking the championship off of CM Punk in a Hell in a Cell later on down the line. But this match was incredible. It's filled with good spots, and like I said, you know, it tells a story. I think that's one of the biggest things. I've said this time and time again on the podcast. It's so fundamental and such a important thing to do. If you can't tell
Yeah.
a story in a wrestling match, you're not a wrestler. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
You can go out there and you can wrestle, but it takes on a different meaning when you actually start telling your stories throughout the match. Like leading up to WrestleMania 28, CM Punk again. I probably reference CM Punk quite a bit on the podcast here, but CM Punk and Chris Jericho were feuding. Jericho was pouring like alcohol on him and stuff like that. And it just, you know, it puts a different angle on it and makes it feel more important.
Yeah.
So that's why I chose this match of the week, though, is because I wanted to pay homage to the World Heavyweight Championship that I grew up with, knowing that
Okay.
the next era, the next generation of WWE fans probably won't understand what that championship really meant.
Okay. So
What are your
yeah,
thoughts, Lando?
yeah, it's a good thing that you chose this match. Like since, like Triple H revealed like the new World Heavyweight Championship that basically that represents like, the old like the big gold World Heavyweight Championship. It's just that like, like it just with the new logo. So yeah, good thing you chose like a match that like that's based upon, for the big gold World Heavyweight Championship. And yeah, like Jeff Hardy versus CM Punk was like a good one to pick.
I felt like it was only right, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, same thing with like, last week when I chose like, a match that happened at Backlash a few decades ago,
Yeah, I was thinking
since
about doing one for Backlash, but because you did it last week, I figured I'd probably sway off of the trend a little bit. I know that with WrestleMania, we tried our best to incorporate it as much as possible, but that's because it's Mania and there's so much.
hmm. So yeah. Yeah. But yeah, CM Punk versus Jeff Hardy, that was a good match to pick. Really. That was a good one.
And it also ties in something that happened prior to Triple H announcing the championship, which was CM Punk being backstage, which is in our reports column here, so I want to tie that in.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
He was
Yeah. We
backstage at
put
Raw this week.
yeah. Yeah.
Reports were
And
swirling. People were
hell, it
talking
was
their
in
stuff,
Chicago, really.
Oh, is he
It was
coming
in
back?
no.
No.
Um,
Number one, he was asked to leave.
yeah. Yeah, like what is it was there a reason for him to show up? He just shows up backstage.
Probably to piss Tony Khan off, if I had to guess.
Hmm. Okay. And this is another thing. This is another thing. I forgot to like text this. I forgot to text this about. Forgot to text something to you earlier, but like here's what I'm thinking. Before we get like after like we do like this week in wrestling and before we do like the quiz. I I want to do something. I want to do um bit of a challenge, really. And hear me out. Because this year marks 60 years for the WWE Championship. Now, um, I saw this on TikTok, is where all like the WWE superstars tried to name all 54 uh past WWE champions.
Oh, okay.
Now, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. We're gonna do it with that has like which one's better? We're gonna put in like a time limit. Like which one's better? Like a minute and a half, 100 seconds or something. Which one's better?
Probably like a minute, right? 60
Okay,
seconds.
yeah, 60
Name as
seconds. So
many as
yeah,
you can.
name as many as you can. Yeah, yeah, we're gonna do that before we start the quiz.
All right.
So yeah, so
I
moving
also
on
wanted to
on.
do our predictions for the draft, like
Oh,
next week's,
I mean, okay.
simply
And,
because it is draft season,
mm-hmm.
and there's some interesting things to talk about in
Yeah.
regards to the draft. I posted a couple of them on our doc.
Where'd you put it?
Oh, maybe I didn't. Yeah, no, I didn't. Okay, I just highlighted the draft so I'd remember. All right, we're good.
Oh, okay. Okay. Let's see. What else? Oh yeah, breaking news. So even though we put in our reports that CM Punk was in backstage on Raw, we don't know why, but like, it was in Chicago and he was probably backstage just to piss Tony Khan off. Who knows? Even though he's still part of AEW. But yeah, that was like our only report. But anyways, moving on up to breaking news. Triple A announced that El Hijo del Vikingo will defend his Triple A Mega Championship against Kenny Omega at Triple Mania 31 Tijuana on Saturday, July 15th. Now, here's the thing. Kenny Omega, he never lost the Triple A Mega Championship. He had to relinquish it due to injury, like due to his back injury. It was like soon after he lost like the AEW World Championship to Hangman Adam Page.
Yeah, dude, he was all messed up.
Yeah, and yeah, like he was also like the longest reigning Triple A Mega Champion. Like he had to relinquish it and ended his reign at like 765 days. 765 days as Triple A Mega Champion. So yeah, um, even though like Vikingo right now, he's like at like over 500 days now. Like he just hit 500 nearly 2 weeks ago. So I mean, who knows? Who knows? Like, is he? Do you think Kenny is gonna, take back the title that he never lost, or is Hijo del Vikingo gonna retain?
I think Del Vikingo retains. I don't see why, if you're AEW, you would want Kenny to take on a championship belt of another company.
He was the belt collector, man.
He was the belt collector, and it was great, but
He was the belt collector in AEW, Impact Wrestling, and Triple A. So why not in Triple A again and in New Japan?
listen, man, I'm all for it. Do whatever you got to do.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but like all I could say is make the best man win in this one, really, because both of them are great competitors, really.
Absolutely. I just don't
So
think it
yeah,
makes sense, especially with how big of a role Kenny plays in AEW right now. I don't think it would make
mm,
any sense to be like, yep, let's pull him.
yeah. Even though I don't know if you saw this on AEW that or on the AEW Instagram page that like Kenny Omega will take on John Moxley uh in a
And
steel cage match.
I'll be there.
Wait, you're gonna be there?
Yeah, it's a Little Caesars in
Oh
Detroit.
shit! Oh shit! I didn't realize. Have fun.
Oh, I will, buddy. You best believe it. When they announced it, I was like, yes! I've never seen a steel cage match, I don't think. No, I've never seen a
Really?
steel cage match.
You never seen one?
Not in
Hmm.
person, no.
Not in person. Hmm.
Have you?
Ye- Yeah, I seen one. I seen one. I seen one like I believe like twice.
Where?
First one was actually like 11 years ago. It was like the second time I've been to like a WWE event. It was a live event, by the way. It was like a holiday tour live event, and
Oh, okay.
it was a steel cage match. It was Sheamus versus Big Show for the World Heavyweight Championship, the big gold one, and Big Show retained. So,
Woohoo, big show.
hmm and the second one was actually it was actually in it was another live event, a holiday tour live event. It was in 2019. Um, it was the Fiend Bray Wyatt versus the Miz for the Universal Championship inside of a steel cage.
The
So yeah,
Fiend, Bray Wyatt. You get. I didn't go to any shows when the Fiend was around, and I regret it
mm,
so much, dude.
mm, but yeah, yeah. I was like the, I was a, I like the Fiend really, even though like now the Fiend is like dead and buried. But yeah, those are like the two that I can only remember. I mean, yeah, I think that was like the only two steel cage matches that I ever saw in person, really. The only two. And the fact that first one was like 11 years ago. Mm, I'm getting old.
Yeah, dude. It's crazy to think how old we actually are getting.
Hmm.
Yeah,
But
that's awesome though, man. I'm so excited. I was supposed to be at Hell in a Cell in what's it called? 2018, I think. No, 20 like 16, 2017. It was the
okay.
Usos versus the New Day. Was that
What?
2017?
Yeah, 2017. Yeah.
I was supposed to be there, but I got in trouble, so I didn't get to go.
Oof, man.
I will never forgive myself for that moment.
Mm, man. Yeah. And so yeah, yeah. So yeah, you're going to AEW and you're going to SummerSlam.
Yes, sir. I'm sitting on the floor at SummerSlam too.
Wait, are you also oh, you're standing on the floor. Lucky you. Um Also, did you say you're going to Forbidden Door?
No, my buddy got offered tickets. I told him to accept it, but he hasn't gotten back to me though. So I
Oh,
might just go, dude. It's in Canada. Might as well. Right over that,
yeah,
right over that line.
yeah. And you said that there's like an underground tunnel that leads to Canada, right?
Yep.
Okay,
I just gotta drive across an underground tunnel. Seems pretty easy.
okay, okay. But yeah, AEW this Wednesday and SummerSlam for you.
It's not. It's not this Wednesday. It's the 10th.
Or the 10th. Wait, the
Yep.
10th. Oh, wait. Who? Oh yeah, the 10th. Yeah, sorry, May 10th. Yeah. So yeah, have fun. Now, anyways, moving on up. Where was I? Oh yeah. NJPW announced that they'll have a one night four women tournament for the inaugural AJPW Strong Women's Championship on Sunday, May 21st at Resurgence.
Woohoo! Another championship to water down NJPW.
Well, yeah. And here's the thing. Well, I mean, it's basically like like an American title, you know. Well, not actually, but you know, it's NJPW Strong, the American brand for New Japan.
Right.
But yeah, yeah, another championship, and I'm curious of how they're gonna do this. How they're gonna do this, really?
You think Monet wins it?
Probably, maybe.
Double champ.
But no, she's
Or
not
well,
double
no, yeah,
champ.
because she just dropped hers. Never mind.
Yeah. Now, okay. Now I'll announce. Now, hold on. I'm gonna announce the participants in the four women tournament.
Feel free.
Uh, yeah. So yeah, the participants in the one night four women tournament. We got Mercedes Monet and Momo Kogo from Stardom. Both of them from Stardom. Willow Nightingale from AEW, and we got one half of the CMLL Occidente Women's Tag Team Champions, Fakir. Stephanie Fakir from Mexico.
That sounds awful. Like her last name sounds awful. I don't know who she is, but
And Fakir. Fakir.
yeah, it sounds
Fakir.
exactly like fuck you. And now I'm
Fuck
offended.
you. Fuck you. Okay, I'm just kidding. Um, yeah. I'm guessing Mercedes Monet is gonna go all the way into the tournament. Really.
You think so? I don't see why not, right? Like it's the American brand of it.
Yeah. Like right now, like she just announced that she's full time in New Japan and Stardom. So so yeah, hold so yeah, I'm guessing Mercedes Moné being the first ever strong women's champion.
I would not be too surprised.
But yeah. So yeah, Mercedes Moné all the way. Now, another breaking news. Trinity, once known as Naomi from WWE, will make her Impact Wrestling debut this Thursday. Even though we saw on social media during a taping that she made her Impact debut, but she will make her actual debut this Thursday.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Dude. They screwed up so bad by letting those two girls go, man.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, it was when Vince McMahon was in charge, really.
Yep. Tells the entire story, doesn't it?
Yep,
We got to see the last WrestleMania they'd ever be a part of, though.
yep. And they won. They won they won the WrestleMania. Even though that was like Sasha Banks's last WrestleMania, and she finally got a win. She finally got a win because if you remember their last few WrestleManias, she lost.
I really thought she was gonna win in that triple threat with Becky and Charlotte.
Oh, really?
Well,
Hmm.
yeah, man. I was like, yeah, she came out with a Latino Heat thing and everything, dude. I thought she was definitely gonna win, and she
Yeah,
lost.
yeah,
I was so
but yeah,
upset, dude. I was like, no, Sasha, no.
yep. So yeah, Trinity, once known as Naomi from WWE, will make her Impact Wrestling debut this Thursday. I'm moving on up.
Good for her.
Uh, yeah, Omos, Dolph Ziggler, Mustafa Ali, and Von Wagner are free agents in the WWE Draft.
See, I
So
don't
when
even know how the fuck that's supposed to work. Usually, that would be like a John Cena thing, or like, you know,
yeah,
someone who's
yeah,
a
that's
relatively big deal.
yeah, and the big deal, they can go whatever they want. But I'm just saying, maybe they're free agents, they get to pick where they want to go. You know.
Yeah. See, the only free agent I think I've ever really liked was Heath Slater. I got
Yeah,
kids. I need
I
this
mean,
job.
yeah, I mean, I think that's the whole. I think that's what's this gonna. I think well, hear me out. I mean, I think that's what's going on is just that they're free agents. They're just gonna maybe let them decide for themselves just to think which brand do they think they should be on, really. Like Dolph Ziggler, he wants to be on SmackDown.
See, what I don't understand though is like, why would you announce that they're free agents? Why would they not have just not gone undrafted and then give them the opportunity to be like a free agent?
I don't know. Who knows? Well, who knows? We're gonna find out maybe on Monday. Who knows? They might be drafted to one of the brands. Who knows? Who knows?
That'd be cool.
Um, yeah, that'd be cool.
Just
Uh, yeah. Hold
it'd
on.
just be kind of pointless to be like, hey, free agent. Never mind.
So yeah. I'm pulling up the draft list that was announced on the SmackDown Lowdown show. Hold on. Okay. So yeah, not only they announced that those four guys are free agents, but they also announced some multiple superstars that have been drafted to Raw and SmackDown. So first up we got Lacey Evans and Hit Row being drafted to SmackDown. And we got the Viking Raiders, Candice LeRae, Dexter Loomis, Maximum Male Models, Natalia, Sonya Deville, and Chelsea Green. And we got three NXT stars that have been drafted to Raw: Apollo Crews, Zoe Stark, and JD McDonough.
I saw Apollo Crews coming. JD, I kind of saw coming because he's a vet
Mm-hmm.
and he's done his time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But other than that, I didn't really see Zoe Stark getting pulled up. I figured she might have like a championship reign or like another run for the title before she got pulled up, but it
Yeah.
is what it
I
is.
mean, she already got a match with Indy Hartwell for the NXT Women's Championship.
Yeah, but that
So
was kind of just thrown together.
yeah. But yeah, that is it for our breaking news. Now let's move on to this week in wrestling. The first one I pull up in the list, Stardom just had a pay per view called All Star Grand Queendom. I only put this two down. Mayu Iwatani defeated Mercedes Moné to become the new IWGP Women's Champion.
Which we already
And
kind of
let me,
touched on.
yeah, and let me just point out. It wasn't on. It wasn't on Mercedes' first defense. Okay, she didn't lose it on her first defense. You know, like you remember back in
It was her
WWE,
first pay per view, though, right?
well, in Stardom, yes.
Pay per view defense, right?
No. It wasn't her first like pay per view defense. No, it was actually what was her first defense? Like it was damn it, what was it? But I know she defended the title, but like anyways, she I mean, I guess it was her first pay per view defense, but all I'm saying is it wasn't on her first defense. Because you
Fair.
remember back at WWE, like she would always like lose on her first defense. Well, as Raw Women's Champion, you know,
Yeah.
she would lose.
She was a
Like it's
transitional champion.
yeah, like good thing like and like since she got put in a feud with Bailey for the SmackDown Women's Championship, and thank God he didn't lose on her first defense. Like she was champion for over for like 167 days. Yeah, it was something. Yeah, it was 160 60 something days really as SmackDown Women's Champion. Like she held it like from Hell in a Cell 2020 to WrestleMania 37 till she like lose it to Bianca Belair.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, she did have a good reign as SmackDown Women's Champion. Really. Now, I put this down as well. Uh, Ta- uh, Tam Nakano defeated Julia to become the new World of Stardom champion. And you know, I'm a big Julia mark. You know that, right?
Oh, I know.
Oh yeah, I'm a huge mark. Like, I mean, I feel like she could have like a well, she did well, she was champion for 115 days, really, but I feel like she could have like a bit of a longer reign, really, because like she would like because like before she won the World of Stardom champion, she like she kept on winning like tag titles and you know make card titles like I feel like she was like a bit like underrated, but good thing like she became World of Stardom champion back in like November. But or wait, no, it was in December. Never mind. It was in December when she won it. But like I felt like she could have like a longer reign than just like, you know, 115 days.
Yeah, I can't really speak to that personally, because I don't pay attention
And
to Stardom. But What I
Yeah.
can tell you is I'm rolling with you.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, because I would because personally, if I was a if I was a wrestling promoter, I would book Julia very well. And like okay, like, and I'm not talking about like fucking like Roman Reigns babyface, like back in like fucking 2017, 2016, like when he was being like the most hated hero.
What do you mean? That's the goat.
No, I'm talking about, Roman Reigns back in like 2016, like he was a baby face, but everybody's wasn't behind him.
Everybody hated his guts. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like for Julia, yeah, like I would be a bit, careful with her. But you get the point. You get the point.
I do indeed get the point.
Now, next up, Raw. Um, Let me just say about the LWO entrance first. When I heard like Viva la Raza, I'm like, oh shit, you know.
I like that they pay their homage to Eddie, but
hmm
I feel like WWE has watered it down so much now. I feel like
Like,
everybody's kind of done it in their own way. I don't know. I just don't feel like it holds much ground anymore. It's dope for the LWO to do it, especially,
hmm
but I'm kind of getting sick of the Eddie references.
oh come on, man,
I'm sorry,
come on,
dude. I'm sorry. It's a hot
come on,
take, I
it's
know, but Eddie deserves more than to just be a namesake for the company.
okay. I'm just gonna let you be you, but okay.
Am I wrong? I mean, I feel like they're just kind of abusing the fact that he passed away and he was Latino. They're like, yes, this guy, yes.
Yeah, but it's just to pay homage to him, really.
Yeah, it's a fair point. Only for them to get beat by the bloodline.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
You
Anyways,
can't get a win, man. You were so hyped for them, and you can't get a win.
yeah, I know. I knew they were gonna lose. Okay, I knew they were gonna lose to the bloodline, really.
I mean,
But
it makes
yeah, I'm
sense,
just
right?
I was just like, okay, like it's just that they were just putting in matches they were like WWE just putting LWO LWO with like Judgment Day in matches, really, and like really they couldn't get a win over Judgment Day. That's why I was like, why can't they get a win? Why can't they get a win? Like what the fuck?
Well, because they were
Like because
so busy trying to put Judgment Day over that they kind of, I
I'm
don't know,
like,
they
can you
just
get?
buried Judgment Day for a hot minute there too. So it was kind of like, do we put these guys over and bury these guys, or do we let one get buried, not the other? So they had to bury one to benefit the other, which sucks, but
I'm like, just one win? Can you just give me one win?
give me 1 week of happiness, please.
Just 1 week of happiness, please. Like, I don't want to, complain on Twitter, to complete. I don't want. Don't make me go all fickle on your ass.
Lando's gonna become a freaking Twitter warrior.
Yeah, like like keyboard, or how do you say
Keyboard
it?
warrior.
Yeah, keyboard warrior. Yes, just a fat guy with like greasy hair and glasses, and just laid back in his like gamer chair, just typing away. You know,
Give them a win.
yeah, give him away, give him away. But anyway, oh man, yeah. But Zelina Vega got a win in SmackDown, so I mean, I'm kind of happy with that. Really, just
Woohoo.
one of the. But anyways, moving on up. Triple H announced that at Night of Champions they will crown a new World Heavyweight Champion. Now, what do you think of about the design? I mean, like many people, we heard rumors that like WWE is gonna bring back like the World Heavyweight Championship. Really? Will be? I mean, like it's it's kind of like I mean, it's not the big gold belt really, but like
It's not. It's obviously it's a very clear spin-off though.
yeah.
And it definitely is not as fresh as the big gold belt was.
But it still looks cool, really. It still looks cool.
It looks cool. I see a lot of people are complaining about it. Like, there's this guy in the figure community. His name's My Damn Toys, and He's been bitching about it. He's like, I think it looks ugly. Well, I think you look ugly. All right, so shut
So yeah, shut the fuck up.
it. I
Anyways,
mean, it doesn't look bad. I don't think it's
like
the most beautiful belt of all time, but I mean, I said the same thing about the new what's it called,
the new
Intercontinental,
oh,
and the new US. I said the same thing about that. I think about the Universal, and those have all kind of grown on me. So
I mean, so you kind of see it at like the World Heavyweight Championship though.
yeah, I mean, I don't dislike it. I don't think it's the most beautiful thing ever, like I said, but I think it'll grow on me, and I feel like it'll grow on the people too. I like that it
Yeah,
pays homage to the big gold belt, and I
yeah,
think what they're gonna do is kind of clear as day, right? Like Dusty Rhodes won the big gold belt in WCW, right?
yeah. It was in WCW
And so they're gonna finish the story.
with Cody Rhodes.
Yep, winning the same
Well,
belt that his dad had, which it kind of defeats the purpose because he was saying he was gonna win the belt that his dad never won, and they're just like kind of giving him the the same thing, but
but yeah, that's yeah. Good thing you brought that up because I saw a tweet on Twitter saying that like why would you put the World Heavyweight title on Cody? Like the WWE Championship is like the number one championship that he wants to win. That like because his dad, like you said, like well thought he won, but it was ended in like in a count out victory back in like 1978, where Dusty Rhodes thought he won the WWE Championship, but no, it was ended in a like in a count out, which doesn't count. Does like the title only changed hands on pinfall or submission, but not by a DQ or count out.
right,
So
champions advantage.
like I mean, like in if you remember that, like, but yeah, like I mean, for Cody Rhodes winning like the World Heavyweight Championship, like even like the belt represents like the big gold belt, which Dusty Rhodes also won like um back in the WCW days, like in the late 1980s. Um, but like or was yeah, like it was like in the 1980s, and like I mean. Like it's like the same thing with Cody Rhodes like winning the NWA World Heavyweight Championship back in All In 2018. You remember that?
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, it's good. I mean, why not for the World Heavyweight Championship as well? You know?
yeah. What's it hurt, right?
Yeah. I mean,
He
it's not
will
gonna
get the
hurt, really.
WWE Championship eventually, but they don't want him to be the one to take it off Reigns
Yeah, yeah.
because
Just
that story finishes one of two ways: Jey
hmm
Uso or Sami Zayn.
maybe,
Mark my
maybe,
words, man.
maybe, maybe.
Unless it's gonna be like The Rock or something, but I have very
Mm. But yeah. This is actually like the second time. I should also bring this up that this is like the second time that WWE has like three world championships
is it actually.
because yeah, okay, ruthless aggression era, the
Oh, I
WWE
know where this is
championship,
going.
the WWE championship, the world championship, and the ECW championship.
Does that really count though? It was like a co-promotion. I mean, they had
I
bought
mean,
them out. I know what you're saying.
yeah, but I mean, bottom. I mean,
That's like saying that
it.
they have four right now because they have NXT.
I mean, yeah, but like the NXT. I mean, it doesn't really count, really. Don't you think?
But I could argue that ECW doesn't count because that's what they used it as, a developmental.
Well, yeah, but like the ECW championship, like it started all the way it started all the way in 1992. Like that's when ECW started. Like before it was known as Extreme Championship Wrestling, it was first known as like Eastern Championship Wrestling, and like it was like they were partners with like NWA, so you like even though they became an actual like independent wrestling promotion, like they break away East or NWA just to start their own like actual promotion.
Right, when it was regional.
Yeah, it was regional.
That, yeah, no, I can understand what you're saying there. Like it had already been established,
Yeah,
whereas NXT got established by being the
like
developmental brand.
I mean they already okay. Just so you know, like during the Ruthless Aggression era, they already had like a co-promoted or
OVW,
like that. Well, OVW and FCW.
yeah, Florida Championship in Ohio Valley. One of my buddies
Hmm.
actually from Pure Pro Wrestling works at OVW.
Mm, mm.
He loves it,
But yeah,
but
yeah, but yeah. Yeah, like this is like the second time that they have like three world championships right now. Even though the NXT championship doesn't count, but
no, I still think it could count, but I get what you're saying.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I do think it should count, but unfortunately, it doesn't.
Kind of
Anyways,
like
was
you
moving
said though,
on.
like one was pre-established, one got established.
Yeah, but yeah, yeah, I mean, yeah, I wish it could be an actual world title, but I mean, it is for the for being a developmental title, but it's not actually a world title because it's not like on a main roster brand.
Exactly. Although
Now,
at a certain point in time, it was more legitimate than their actual world title was.
yeah. Anyways, moving on up. Bad Bunny is no longer the host of Backlash in Puerto Rico because now he will be facing Damian Priest in a street fight. Okay, like I mean, I kind of expect this to be happen. Like I didn't expect this to be like maybe a street fight, but like kind of expect it to just be like a regular match between Bad Bunny and Damian Priest. But what I also was expecting was like a maybe like a like another 6-man tag team match. Like it would be Bad Bunny, Rey Mysterio, and Santos Escobar versus Judgment Day.
Yeah, see that what I was expecting was exactly what you said.
Hmm.
A 6 man where he's involved or like shit, have him fight Rhea Ripley. Nah, I'm just playing. But although I'm still taking Rhea in that matchup.
I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, I did because I already like I predicted that like I predicted that like they're gonna give Zelina Vega a match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. So I predicted that really. So
I think that's a horrible call personally. In terms of booking, I think it's a horrible call.
I mean, okay, like even though like she's the only Puerto Rican wrestler in the roster, so I mean, you know, like they gave Damian Priest a match against Bad Bunny in Puerto Rico. So why not Zelina Vega?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's clear as day that they're trying to like get it over the pay per view as a whole, but
Like we all know that Zelina Vega is not going to win, but like at least give her a chance to perform in her her home country.
see, this is kind of like the Jinder Mahal thing though, where they're like, oh well, he's Indian, so if we do a pay per view in India, why don't we just make him champion? It'll be a bigger draw. No, there's still gonna be fans one way or another. I think this is what WWE like kind of misses the mark on. There's still fans one way or another. They don't care if it's somebody of their own nationality or not. They want to see the Randy Ortons and the Rey Mysterios and the Undertakers compete. Not saying the Undertaker would compete, but in a general sense, like that's what people are coming to see because that's who they're seeing on TV as the big names, like the Triple H's, the John Cena's. You don't have to have it be someone from their own country.
Mm,
In fact, I think that kind of makes it worse because then everyone else who's watching is kind of just like, they're doing it for views. And that's how I feel about it.
yeah. So yeah. So yeah, that's it for Raw. Now let's hop on to NXT Spring Breakin'. First up, we got the D'Angelo family defeating Pretty Deadly in the trunk match. It was
Exactly
a
what
good
I thought
match.
would happen. Thank God it did.
Yep. Yeah, and Carmelo Hayes defeated Grayson Waller in his first NXT Championship defense. Now, after that, Carmelo Hayes challenged Braun Breaker for the NXT Championship at NXT Battleground on Sunday, May 28th. But what happened is that Braun Breaker blindsided Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams. Breaker putting Trick Williams in the Steiner recliner and also speared Carmelo Hayes through a wall.
Yeah, see, what I don't understand here with this booking especially is like, what the hell are you doing? You had to cheat to beat Braun Breaker, so why would you call Braun Breaker out for a rematch? What good does that do for you?
Yeah.
If you are Carmelo Hayes,
I mean, who knows? He might not cheat this time, you know?
listen, if you can get a clean win over Braun, I'll be super impressed.
Yeah. Fingers crossed, really. Just fingers crossed. Unless Braun Breaker provokes Trick Williams, you know?
Yeah, which is
Yeah, I
very
mean
realistic.
yeah, very realistic. Now, are you still there?
Yep, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. I thought you stopped talking, so I'm if you just it sounded like you just cut out for a second. I was curious, but yeah, what else? Drew Gulak versus Wesley for the NXT North America Championship next week. I could just to let you know, I think they're gonna let Wesley be the longest reigning North American championship or champion.
Listen, he's been entertaining thus far, so I'm cool with it.
Yeah. He's now at day number. Hold on. Let me find out. He's at 100 in hold on. This still trying to find it. Hold on.
Take your time. I'm in
Uh
no rush.
yeah. Uh what the hell?
It it
Where is
it
it?
doesn't matter.
Okay, Rocky. Okay,
Oh man.
190 days. Okay, I found it. 190 days as NXT North American champion. Now, the longest reigning North American champion is Velveteen Dream. Okay,
Yes,
Velvet.
the man who put a personal stain on that championship and NXT. You love to see it.
Yeah, as is, in reality, he's been NXT North American champion for 231 days, but as is recognized by WWE, it's 209 days.
Can you explain that
You
for
know,
me? Because it's like recorded.
Yeah, recorded. Yes. Like so like Velveteen Dream won the NXT North American Championship on like on a day where they recorded, and then like a few weeks later they air it. You know.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, 231 days in reality. That's how long he's been champion, and for 209 days, that's how long he's been NXT North American champion due to of that one episode where it was aired, you know.
Yeah.
Now uh it but it ended his reign like he lost it on the first episode of NXT when they were live on the USA Network for the first time. That's when he lost the North American Championship.
Is it bad that I didn't realize that they've been on the USA Network for that long?
Yeah, 20 September of 2019. That's how long.
That's wild.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I like to see Wes Lee to become North American champion or longest reigning North American champion in
I'm all
NXT.
for it, man. Good for that guy.
Mm-hmm. Uh, Indy. Now here, okay. I want to mention something real quick. So yeah, Indy Hartwell retained the NXT Women's Championship against Roxanne Perez and Tiffany Stratton. Now I don't know if okay, I'm bringing this up. I'm bringing this up now because even though she's been drafted to SmackDown, I believe. Was she? Yeah, SmackDown. She's been drafted to SmackDown. Um, that yeah, been drafted to SmackDown. Wait, was it? Why do I think it's? Hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second. Hold up. Give me a second. Yeah, it's on Raw. Yeah, Raw he is where she's been drafted.
That's
Now,
wild.
if you saw when they go back to all the NXT superstars, you can see that she was wearing a cast on her leg because because I saw her lipping or everybody else saw her lipping in the match when she successfully defended the women's title in that triple threat match. So I mean, she's we I bet she's gonna relinquish the title, you know,
Mhm.
and we're gonna crown a new NXT Women's Champion. So yeah, that's what I'm guessing. Now, next up, Pretty Deadly are now sleeping with the fishes because now the the D'Angelo family have their eyes set back on the NXT Tag Team Championships. And should they win? Hell yeah.
Okay, you're biased. That being said,
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, I'm biased. Okay, yeah. That's yeah. But yeah, I do think that it's time for them to win a championship in NXT. Really. I don't care what anybody says. It is their time as NXT Tag Team Champions. They are my paisanos.
Hey man, whatever you say.
Again. Now on to AEW Dynamite. Let's see. Roderick Strong is all elite. It's all elite. There was no announcement that Roderick Strong was released from WWE. No announcement.
There was no
It was
announcement, but it was kind of clear.
yeah, it was kind of clear.
It was
He
clear as
hasn't
day
been
that that's where it was headed, at least.
yeah, we haven't seen Roderick Strong in months, really. Now, okay, do you think he and Kyle O'Reilly will be a tag team in AEW? Oh yeah, definitely.
You think
Oh
we'll
yeah,
see the
definitely.
Undisputed Elite back in?
Yeah, yeah, or the undisputed. I mean, who knows? Like, who knows if they're gonna stick with like the name Undisputed Elite? Maybe I don't know. I don't know.
Listen, I love it because it's like a mockery of what WWE did wrong.
Yeah.
It's just
Now,
breaking them up.
Roger Strong and Kyle O'Reilly. How about doing one better? Like Adam Cole, Roger Strong, and Kyle O'Reilly, like winning the trios championships.
Could you imagine a rivalry with the Elite like that? Oh my god.
Oh, chef's kiss. You know?
Yeah, is that really how you feel, Lando?
Oh yeah, definitely. That'll be like like a big. It'll be like an
Big,
amazing match.
fat, wet, sloppy kiss from Lando.
Shut the fuck up.
You know I had to
Okay.
owe you, right?
Yeah, I know. I kind of saw this coming. Anyways, but yeah, yeah, it'll be. Yeah, I will love to see that match. Really, for I mean, like I would love to see Roger Strong and Kyle O'Reilly as World Tag Team Champions, but also seeing like, Adam Cole, Roger Strong, and Kyle O'Reilly as like World Trios Champions. Really,
Yeah, I mean, shoot, Bobby Fish might even come back. You never know.
I don't know.
He's
I don't know.
boxing now, so I mean, or is he an Impact?
He's on Impact.
Damn, I know he was boxing for a minute there.
He wasn't too happy with the booking with AEW,
Listen, it's becoming more consistent, so I'm hopeful.
but yeah, now he signed with Impact Wrestling at the moment. Even though, yeah, he's doing boxing. He's still doing professional wrestling with Impact Wrestling, but he's also doing boxing as well.
Interesting.
But yeah, um, you know what? Should we also mention more, or should we just move on?
That's up to you. What do you feel is important this week, Lando?
I kind of want to talk about this one. Okay, like even though I'm jumping forward, NJPW Road to Wrestling Dantaku, 2023 Night 6. Kushida and Kevin Knight defeated and United Empires is TJP and Francesco Akira of
When I
Catch
saw that, I was like,
22.
"Hey, yo, TJP," but I know it's not the same person.
Huh?
I was thinking of TJ Perkins.
It is TJ
It
Perkins.
is?
Yeah.
I didn't know he was in United Empire.
Bruh. Bruh.
Dude, don't act like I watch MJPW. Don't act like I'm paying attention, Lando. Come on now, you
Okay,
know better.
okay, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, you're right. But what do you think like what do you think it was something?
I thought
Okay,
I was
you know what?
tweaking. When I saw TJP, I was like, yo, TJP? No way. I didn't know that guy still existed.
Wow. Okay.
I'm
Anyways.
serious. I thought he like just dipped off the face of the planet.
Hmm.
Wasn't he like suicide in TNA?
Yeah, he was suicide.
Didn't they make Homicide after that?
Homicide.
No, wait, never mind. I'm wrong. I thought there
Yeah.
was suicide and there was a homicide.
No, there was a homicide and a suicide.
Didn't they look the same or something like that?
No, no.
I'm thinking of I'm never mind. Forgive me.
Anyways, moving on up. So yeah, like Kushida and Kevin Knight defeated TJP and Francesco Akira of Catch 2 and 2 to become the new IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. Well, let me just say this: this was like an amazing match. Really, it was like the match of the night. Like this was like the best like Junior Heavyweight Tag Team match that anybody's seen in a long time. Really, many people on Twitter were saying that this was like an amazing match, really. Like like they were saying that Kevin Knight, you don't know like you know who you don't know. I know that you know, or I know that you don't know that about Kevin Knight, you know. But
Night
like,
6 of the pay per view? What the fuck? Lando.
yeah,
What the fuck? Dude, that is so wild.
it's New Japan, man. It's New Japan. Okay, they would have like more. They would have hell. They have a G1 climax. Okay, they have a G1 climax coming up. Okay, and best of the Super Juniors. Okay, so what do you expect? Night one, night two. Hell, they're gonna have like maybe night more than like 10 nights. You know.
Dude, that is so out of pocket.
I mean, okay, okay,
I'm
okay.
sorry, but somebody had to say it.
Well, anyways, as I was saying, many people were like praising Kevin Knight that he was like that he's like an absolute great talent. Really, if you like Google him, like he first came to New Japan like in 2019, and then like as like the first ever African American young lion in New Japan actually, and he made his like impact or his New Japan debut in New Japan Strong in 2020 in front of zero crowd really. And as like the years went by, like during the Super Junior Tag League is where he made his like his first New Japan debut in Japan with Kushida, of course. Even though they didn't win, but he was amazing. And now, like, since they, since both of them got that opportunity to face TJP and Francesco Akira for the Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championships, and of course, they won it. Like Kevin Knight winning his first championship in New Japan, and also Kushida becoming a three-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champion. Good for him. But yeah, like everybody on Twitter was like praising Kevin Knight for being an absolute great talent, really. And for also they were praising that TJP and Francesco Akira being a great junior heavyweight tag team. Because here's the thing. They became the second longest reigning IWGP junior heavyweight tag team champions for 311 days, I believe. Like the record right now, like I mentioned this before, the record right now for being the longest reigning junior tag champions are Otani and Takaiwa. That's their last names, but you get the point. If you look it up, they're the longest reigning junior tag champions for 348 days.
Damn.
Yeah, but yeah, that was like the match of the night, really. If you look up like the highlights, really, that was like match of the night. But yeah, that's all I have to say for that one. Now we're gonna hop on to SmackDown. First up we got Triple H with the round one picks. Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa being drafted to SmackDown. Cody Rhodes drafted to Raw. Bianca Belair drafted to SmackDown, and Becky Lynch drafted to
You missed one in round one. Paul Heyman.
yeah, I was about to say Paul Heyman. But he's the special counsel, okay? I only put down wrestlers, okay?
Hey, hey. Paul Heyman is the greatest professional wrestler of all time.
Heck, why'd you highlight that in purple? Just don't talk about that one.
No,
Some
because it was LA Knight's game. Yeah.
And you better get your ticket punch because who games is it? It's LA Knight's game. Yeah.
Dude, I love LA Knight. I'm so hot on that guy, man. God, that sounds
Yeah.
so bad. Let me rephrase
He's
it.
he's the megastar. Okay, we all know that. He's the megastar. No doubt about it.
He's
The
just that guy,
megastar.
and I love him for it.
Yeah, he's like the young Rock, really. Like the young Rock, but like super athletic, really. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The thing is, so I feel like they're definitely trying to make him feel like a wash or a knockoff
People
Stone Cold, and I'm
many
cool
people
with it.
say that many people say that like many people say that he's gonna win the money in the bank this year.
I
And if
hope
that
so.
happens, yeah, I hope so too. Because like literally, if he wins, I'm all for that. Yeah,
Dude,
this
I
man made
listen,
a
if he
mis-
wins the money in the bank this year, I will personally go to every show so I can see him cash in.
mm. Oh yeah,
Actually, no, I don't want to make that promise because if it does happen, I'm gonna go broke. So, I pull that off the table. I retract my statement. If he's in Money in the Bank this year, I will buy myself a ticket to Money in the Bank and fly out there and make a vlog. Is that better?
yeah, but was it is this year is in England, right? Money in the
Oh
Bank.
fuck, that's right. Never mind. Okay,
Now you're gonna take that back.
I
You're
retract
taking
that
that.
statement too. All right. Um, if LA Knight wins Money in the Bank, I will buy his T-shirt. I will buy his T-shirt.
Yeah, just buy his T-shirt, okay? Buy a T-shirt, or hell, maybe buy a briefcase replica of the Money in the Bank briefcase or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but then it's not LA Knight branded, and then I'm not supporting LA Knight. I'm just supporting WWE.
Touche. Just get a
Touche.
T-shirt.
You see what I mean?
Yeah,
But no. On the real though, where do you think he gets drafted?
man. I gotta say, SmackDown Raw, SmackDown Raw, SmackDown Raw, SmackDown Raw, SmackDown Raw. I kind of want to say Raw, maybe.
You think so?
Me, I think so.
I think he'd
I,
be a
I mean,
better fit on Raw
yeah, yeah,
because he's not
yeah.
gonna beat Roman Reigns. So
I mean, yeah,
let's just keep it a buck.
yeah. Now, yeah. So yeah, Ellie Knight, yeah, yeah. Now moving on to Rob Van Dam and Michael P.S. Hayes with the round two picks. The Street Profits and Edge going to SmackDown, and Imperium and Matt Riddle going to Raw. I'm happy for Imperium to go to Raw, really, bringing the Intercontinental Championship. And of course, we all know that, and I bet that Austin Theory is going to go to SmackDown with the U.S. title. Don't you think as well?
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. Now, next up, JBL and Teddy Long with the round three picks. Bobby Lashley and the OC being drafted to SmackDown, and Drew McIntyre and The Miz being drafted to Raw. And right after that, we get to see AJ Styles return to WWE with the OC. And we had like a little brawl happening like with the OC and the Viking Raiders. And now they have a match next week on SmackDown in Puerto Rico. Like it's yeah, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson versus the Viking Raiders. Two old rival teams back in New Japan, you know.
Two teams who have been fucking buried time and time again on the main roster.
Yeah. But they did fought in New Japan actually for the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team titles. But yeah, good to see. I love to see the OC. I love to see like the OC. Now next up, Shawn Michaels and Road Dogg with the round four picks. Damage Control and the Unholy Union, which is Alpha Fire and Isla Dawn, the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, are going to SmackDown.
Round 4 was
And
literally all women minus Shinsuke.
yeah, and Shinsuke Nakamura and Indy Hartwell going to Raw. Now, okay, the Unholy Union. Okay, let me tell you, like the Unholy Union, the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions being drafted to SmackDown. And if you didn't see that, Kaden Carter and Katana Chance, another female tag team in NXT, challenged them for the NXT Women's Tag Team titles this Tuesday. Um, I bet they're gonna drop the belts back on Kaden and Katana.
1,000,000%, yeah.
Yeah, and for Indy Hartwell, like I mentioned this earlier, that she has like a cast on her leg, so I'm betting. So I'm thinking that like she's gonna relinquish the title.
I could very well see that happening.
So yeah, that's pretty much what's gonna happen. Like who knows? So yeah, I'll find out on NXT this Tuesday. And last but not least, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn retained the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships against the Usos. And we all know that Roman Reigns is not going to be happy.
I don't know why the Usos have been undrafted, but it concerns me.
Are you worried that like the Usos is going to be drafted to Raw?
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. So like, just in case, like we don't get to see, like Jay Uso or Sammy. I mean, actually, speaking of Sami Zayn, so like, say like Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, like which brand should they go to? What do you think? What is like the perfect brand for them to go on?
Okay. Um, I think taking them to SmackDown is more beneficial
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I don't think the story is over.
yeah, definitely. So, and here's what I'm thinking. Like, just in case, if they get drafted to SmackDown, I mean, who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen tomorrow night on Raw? But like, which brand on whatever they go on one of the brands, they're gonna relinquish one of the titles, and one of those titles go back on their respective brands, and soon we'll crown a new like tag team champion. I think that's what's gonna happen.
100%. Unless they create a
Hmm.
new belt too.
And what would that belt be called?
I don't know, Lando. You're asking all the wrong questions to the wrong person.
I know.
Ask Triple H.
Okay.
But um
I just think that's best for business, really.
well, let me tell you something.
Okay.
Let me talk to you.
Yeah. I'm listening.
I think
Talk to
that
me.
more than likely they will go to Raw,
Hmm.
but I think it'd be more beneficial to go to SmackDown.
Okay. Okay. I mean, okay. I mean, just wherever they go, wherever they go. I mean, both brands are good for them, really. But like, like wherever they go, they stay there.
Now, while we are talking about the brand split,
Hmm.
first things first, I want to know, how do you feel about it? Do you think it was a good idea or no?
I mean, I don't know.
Obviously, like we haven't seen the results of it yet.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not even done with the draft.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like they're kind of going about this the wrong way. already.
Mm.
Because if you remember, and I know I reference a lot of the same old shit a lot of the time, but in 2016, when they did the draft,
Mm-hmm.
they pulled up a big name NXT superstar
In the
as like
first
what,
round.
pick three?
Are you talking
Cause
about Finn Balor?
yeah, cause number one was Seth Rollins, number two was Becky, and I
No,
think
no.
number three was Seth.
Finn Balor was actually drafted in the first round.
Yeah,
Like he was like number 3 for Raw on in the first round, or number 5. You get the point. He was drafted in the first round.
yeah, cause then who was WWE champion at the time? Roman? No, Dean. Cause SmackDown drafted Becky and then Dean, right?
Yeah.
Cause SmackDown's big shocker was like, oh, we picked a woman. God, that sounds so horrible and distasteful coming out of my mouth. Anyways,
Anyways, um, that is it for our this week in wrestling. Now,
well, before we move on to this next section, I want to get a couple draft predictions here. Um,
okay,
let's see who all has been undrafted that I feel like we should talk about. I mean, we talked about Austin
Bray
Theory.
Wyatt. Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt will definitely go to SmackDown.
Let's see.
Judgment Day.
Judgment Day, Rey Mysterio,
Will they
or
split up
LWO.
Judgment Day?
Probably not.
Better question, will they split up Alpha Academy?
Probably not.
I think they will because they'll put
Yeah, Gable over.
Chad Gable will go into the mid card scene, and Otis will
Mm-hmm.
do the comedy role with the Maxime male models or whatever. Maxim
Whatever.
male models, whatever the fuck it is. What about
Yeah.
Johnny Gargano? Where does Johnny Gargano come in?
Well, Dexter Loomis and Candice LeRae are on Raw, so I mean, it's definitely going to be on Raw. Oh, Indy Hartwell is on Raw as well, so
Dude,
why not
isn't it
have the?
interesting how they did that? Do you think they'll put the way back together if
Oh,
Austin Theory goes to
definitely.
Raw?
Oh, definitely.
And Austin Theory
Think about
definitely
like
has
think
to
of
go to Raw because Imperium got drafted to SmackDown.
no Imperium got drafted to Raw.
Oh, so Theory's gonna be on.
Yeah, Theories is going to be on SmackDown.
What
Yeah.
the fuck? Dude, and you know what? It kind of makes sense though, right? So, Raw has two New Japan looking championships, the World
Yeah.
Heavyweight and the
Yep.
Intercontinental. Is that going to
Mm-hmm.
be more like the independent looking show? Johnny Gargano's on there,
Mm-hmm.
Imperium's on there,
Mm-hmm.
Cody's on there.
Yeah. Shinsuke's on there.
Yep, Shinsuke's the big one for me. I'm very excited to see what they do with him. If the Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn on there, I'm throwing all my chips that that's going to be our indie show.
Mm.
Where's
Oh
LA
yeah.
Knight go?
Raw.
You think so? I
I
think he'd
mean, we just
benefit more from Raw
yeah.
because, like I said earlier, like he won't beat Roman. He won't be able to cash in on Roman. And if they put the
Yeah.
money in the bank on him just for him to fail his cash in, I will actually commit to fit.
Come on. They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that at LA Knight. I mean, hell,
They did
they
it to
did it
Baron
on Austin.
Corbin.
Yeah, they did in theory,
Did it to
considering that
Corbin. Did it
the
to Sandow.
worst,
Did it to Theory.
even though theory is like considered the worst cash in of all time, really.
100%. And no, Baron Corbin's.
His was on a cash in against or a mid card title.
That's true. That's true.
So So I mean, Baron Corbin. I mean, that is like the second worst.
Dude, you know what they changed Madcap Moss's name to Riddick Moss on WWE.com?
Yeah, that was like his first. That was his first name in NXT.
I didn't even know that. I've always thought he was a bum. I never paid
Oh,
attention to him.
oh well, okay. Yeah. That was his first name uh in NXT, and then once he got like called up, uh, yeah, that and put in with Baron Corbin. That's where he changed his name to Madcap Moss.
Interesting. What about Champa?
Raw.
What if he goes back down to NXT?
Mm, I mean, I don't know.
I don't think they
I
would
mean,
do that,
yeah, that's what I think.
but because of his incredibly high likelihood of being injured, I feel like it wouldn't be an awful idea. Because I'm sorry, but like if you're gonna be a main roster person, you need to be able to be on TV weekly, and I feel
Yeah.
like that doesn't fit his role, especially as someone who's been injured what 4 times since he's been in the company.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's not me hating on Tommaso because I personally do love Tommaso Ciampa, but I feel like it might fit him better to be elsewhere,
I mean, okay, okay.
where it's less demanding, because they're doing house shows and everything when you're on the main roster.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about one more. Karrion Cross.
I hope he gets drafted to get the fuck off my television
Okay,
because
buddy.
they
I know
listen.
you.
I love Karrion Cross, but they've done such a poor job with him that I feel like releasing him is just better. He's literally
Okay.
there just to get buried, just like Elias. Why the fuck would you bring Elias back just to bury the guy?
I mean, he's putting in a feud with Shinsuke, so
Okay, because Shinsuke is returning and he's gonna do the job for Shinsuke too. Like they're just burying the guy.
I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen, but really though, where would you put him? Really?
I if I had to like pick one or the other, I feel like SmackDown.
Okay.
You've got a U.S. Championship on there. He could carry that. If you put Bray
Yeah.
Wyatt on there, that could be an interesting feud.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because Bray Wyatt could carry the match too. Because I don't think Karrion Cross is that good in ring.
Mm.
I think he's pretty boring.
But yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's our draft predictions. Now, I said this earlier that we're gonna do a challenge before the quiz. So yeah, like I said, I saw this on TikTok where we have to name uh all 54 past WWE champions uh like names that names as much as we can on like under a minute, you know?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So my question is: are we doing this together, or are we doing this separate 1 minute
We're doing it
intervals?
we're doing this separate.
Okay.
Okay, you want to go first?
Yep. Let me know when you start the clock.
Okay, yeah, I have the timer right here. So
Okay.
in
Give me one
three,
second to grab my notepad here, because if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this as good as I can.
okay, so
Every WWE champion.
and just remember there's 54 of them, okay? So
Okay.
so yeah, count as many as you can, okay? So like you got your notepad with you. So
Okay.
yeah, ready?
I believe so.
Okay, three, two, one, and go.
Okay. Hulk Hogan, Yokozuna, Bret Hart, Bob Backlund, Shawn Michaels, Lex Luger, Sergeant Slaughter, Andre the Giant, Macho Man Randy Savage, Diesel, Ultimate Warrior. I feel like I'm missing someone, but we're gonna keep going. The Rock, Triple H, Chris Jericho, Kurt Angle, um, AJ Styles, Edge, John Cena, Jeff Hardy, CM Punk. I feel like I missed that one. Brock Lesnar. Are you counting? Because I'm not.
Yeah, I'm counting.
Okay,
You got
who else did I
21.
miss? Who else did I miss? Oh, fuck, 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 fuck. There's so many of them too, but the thing is, it's like all right here. Fuck. I need to slow myself down.
Eh, time's up.
Damn.
You got 21.
That's not bad.
Yeah. Do you want to time it for me?
Yep, give me 1 second here. Let me know when you're ready. Count down to 3.
Okay. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm ready.
Alright, 3, 2, 1. Go.
Buddy Rogers, Bruno Sammartino, Ivan Koloff, Pedro Morales, Stan Stasiak, Superstar Billy Graham, Bob Backlund, Iron Sheik, Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, Macho Man Randy Savage, Ultimate Warrior, Sergeant Slaughter, Undertaker, Ric Flair, Bret Hart, Yokozuna, Diesel, Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Psycho Sid, Stone. Wait, did I say Stone Cold already?
Yep.
Shit. Okay, Stone Cold. Shit. What am I missing? Oh, The Rock, Kane, Mankind, Triple H, Vince McMahon, Big Show, Kurt Angle, Chris Jericho, Brock Lesnar,
Stop.
Eddie Guerrero. I got I got 31. I got 31. You got 32. I got 31.
Dang. Let's go, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Round of applause. Add in a sound effect for me.
Yep. Round of applause. Yeah. I was actually going in order. I don't know if you could tell that. I was going in order.
Dude,
Try to
when you
remember.
started, I was like, damn, this guy is on a fucking roll. This guy is on a roll.
Yeah.
You want to know what my cheat code was?
What was your cheat code?
My action figures that surround me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was trying to memorize because I saw this one video where all the past WWE champions that won that won their first WWE championship. You know, I don't
Dude,
know
I
if you
could have said
saw that.
Daniel Bryan. I could have said Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns.
I
Fuck.
mean, I could do that. I could have done that too, but I mean, like I said, I was going in order.
Yeah, I feel like I would have accomplished more if I would have actually been in my figure room.
Hmm.
Because then I would have had it all right there.
But yeah, we did good. We did good.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised with the numbers that we got. 1 minute, dude.
Okay.
Like it flies by when you're trying to really think
Mm-hmm.
about something. Like I could probably go off right now and just start naming people and get there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not all 54, but I could probably get like 45 if I were to just sit here and take my time. But when you're in that rush, dude, it starts getting in your head. You're like, fuck,
Yeah.
fuck, 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 fuck. So,
Yeah, I could probably name all 54, really. But I
okay,
mean,
listen, you brainiac.
okay, I'm just saying, okay? I'm not 100%, I'm not like 100% on it, really, okay?
Damn, I could have said
I
Rey
s
Mysterio, Rob Van Dam.
Yeah. And before we start the quiz, you want to know who's the worst WWE champion of all time?
Psycho Sid.
Vince McMahon.
You think so?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
He's the GOAT, man. He's the face that ran the place. The camp that ran the champ. Wasn't that him?
Fuck no.
Oh, shit.
Eh, Yeah, complete sarcasm, okay? Complete sarcasm. But yeah, um, yeah, Vince McMahon, the worst WWE champion of all time, okay? Period. Now, anyways,
This man said no discussion.
No discussion. No discussion. No exceptions. Nothing. Okay? Right down the middle. That's the bottom line. Anyways. And that's just a fact of life. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Doing the quiz. Doing the quiz right now. Okay, ready?
Yes.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, and start. True or false? Big Show holds the record for being the heaviest WWE champion in WWE history at 500 pounds.
Who?
Big Show.
False. Andre the Giant was.
You are correct. It is false, but no, it's not Andre the Giant.
Oh, wait a minute. Was it Giant Gonzalez?
Giant Gonzalez never won the WWE Championship. It was Yokozuna.
That's right. That big ass motherfucker, man.
Yeah, he holds the record for being the heaviest WWE champion in WWE history at 568 pounds.
You know what's funny about that? Yokozuna was not Japanese, but they gave him a Japanese gimmick. He was Samoan the whole time.
Yeah, we all know he's part of the Anoa'i family.
Yeah. Anyways,
but,
1 for 1.
But yeah, number 2, who holds the record for being the longest reigning AJPW Gaora TV champion for 587 days?
You son of a bitch.
Okay, but hear me out. Okay, this is a name that you never heard in a while. A. Yoshitatsu. B. Saya Sanada. C. Jun Akiyama, or D. Tajiri.
Oh shit. I'm not going B or C. I don't want to say Yoshitatsu, but I don't want to say Tajiri either, so I'm going to go Yoshitatsu. A, final answer.
And you are correct.
Let's go! Yoshitatsu, man. He had one of the worst gimmicks ever.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, he was the longest reigning Gaora TV champion for 587 days.
Dude, you know that his entire gimmick was literally pretty much just him looking like a deer in the headlights?
Yes.
I had to action figure who looks literally like a deer in the headlights. I'll send you a photo of it to crop it.
Yeah. Now, number 3. Who did Dr. Wagner Jr. defeat in the main event of Triple Mania 19 to become the first ever AAA Latin American champion? A. Pentagon Jr. B. Psycho Sid. Or, not Psycho Sid, Psycho Clown, sorry. C. Rob Van Dam, or D. Phoenix?
I'm gonna go C, final answer.
You are correct.
So, dude, I'm really just winging this one.
Mm-hmm.
But it's worked out thus far, so 3 for 3, baby.
Yeah. Now, number 4. Who holds the record for being the shortest reigning WWE 24/7 champion for 4 seconds? A. Drew Gulak. B. R-Truth. C. Tucker, or D. Jinder Mahal?
I'm gonna say Drew Gulak.
Final answer? I'm sorry, you were wrong. It was C. Tucker. It was Tucker.
God, dude, that guy's irrelevant.
Yeah, he's irrelevant as fuck, really.
Listen, we got 75%.
Hey, R-Truth. Okay, just so you know, R-Truth is actually considered the greatest 48/7, 7-Eleven, 24/7, I-95 South European television champion in history. Okay.
I love R-Truth, man. That guy has been through trials and tribulations in his WWE career, and he just continues to keep working, and I fucking love it.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I got that whole shit memorized, that whole, the whole, bunch of names, 48/7, 24/7, 7-Eleven, I-95 South, European television champion. Yeah, I got that whole memorized. Now, number 5. Who's the first ever WWE superstar to kick out Baron Corbin's finishing move at the end of days? A. AJ Styles. B. Drew McIntyre.
Be Drew
C.
McIntyre, we were there.
Yeah. Yeah, B. Drew McIntyre. I mean, you could have just let me finish. C. Finn Balor and D. Seth Rollins. Okay, yeah, and you're
There
correct.
was no reason to
B.
let you finish. I mean, we were there. We
Yeah,
both
we were
know.
there. We were there. We were there to witness him kicking out of Baron Corbin's end of days at WrestleMania 38 in Dallas.
Dude,
We
I knew
saw
it
it.
was gonna happen because they had never made mention of it before leading up to that match.
Yeah.
And then it was like, nobody's ever kicked out of his finisher. What if he hits him with it? Man, come on. Now we know he's gonna be the first person to kick out of it, you fuckers.
Hmm.
But I love how we have been flexing our WrestleMania experience on our viewers for like over a year now.
Yeah. Yeah. And we continue to do that, really. We continue that. We would say like, oh, like who defeated Becky Lynch to become the Raw Women's Champion? Bianca Belair, which we were there, you know?
Yeah, I hate to be that guy, but yeah, I was there. So,
Hell, I could have gotten one of those t-shirts that says "We were there" with the WrestleMania logo, the
did
WrestleMania 38 logo.
did they have those?
Yeah, they had those.
Damn it, I should have got one. I didn't even notice.
Yeah, I didn't get one. I didn't get one either.
We'll have to get matching ones.
Yeah, we got to get matching ones now. And so yeah, that is it for the podcast today. Drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe for us, follow us on our social medias down in the description box below. And should I hit him with it?
Hit him with it, Lando!
Signore e signori, arrivederci, mua, e buonanotte. Bang!